Ah, Hollywood, Tinseltown, where dreams are made of, and where dreams come to die. So what makes a film a blockbuster or an atomic flop? Well, stick around, because you're tuned into Cridiculous.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Raph.
And Daniel.
And welcome to our very first episode of Cridiculous, the Ultimate Podcast, where we review some of the hottest films that are on streaming services.
We wanted to make a podcast so everyone could go on Netflix or any streaming service that they want and know what movie they were getting into whenever they decided to, because we've all been in that scenario when 30 minutes into an afternoon you're still looking for a movie, and then you end up committing to one that you think will be good, and then an hour and a half, 2 hours later you realize you wasted your afternoon. So we are reviewing these movies. So
that's right. And to get started, we're going to get kicked off with the Old Guard.
I lead a group of immortals, an army, I guess.
Yep. So this movie was directed by Gina Prince Bythewood. She is actually the first black female to direct a superhero movie.
That's awesome, man. And it's based on a graphic novel. It's a story about a covert team of immortal mercenaries who are suddenly exposed and must now fight to keep their identity. But just as they're doing that, an unexpected new member is discovered. So I'm really excited about this film because aside from it being a graphic novel, it is sci-fi action, and they did a great job with the film, right?
Absolutely. They did wonderful in all aspects. We enjoyed it. I got chills at the end of it, and I enjoyed it all the way through.
So who was in the film?
Let's see. We got Charlize Theron, Kiki Lane, Matthias, the guy's name's Booker in the movie.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of names that we just can't pronounce.
But here's the thing, like everybody in the cast had a real sophisticated name. That's a polite way of putting it.
There you go.
It was very
I like that.
sophisticated. So I mean, it was great. But like, what would you recognize Charlize from?
Charlize Theron was in Atomic Blonde. She was in Hancock. This is actually her 51st movie. So
what?
Good for you, girl.
That's a lot of lines, man. That is a whole lot of lines.
I mean, she's a really great actor. She did a really good job in this movie, and she's a very versatile actor that I enjoy watching.
So as a sci-fi fan, what did you really enjoy with this movie?
I felt like the story really captivated you in all aspects, between the cinematography, the acting, the writing, the music, everything. It was just an all-around good storytelling movie.
Right.
It captivated me.
You know, I think it was really cool how they tackled immortality. You know, like I know a lot of people fantasize about that and they think it's cool, but I think there was a moment in the film where one of the characters was questioning another character's faith. They're like, well, obviously you believe in this system, but what if somebody were to tell you that's all a myth? Everything you believe was all fictional. You know, how would you react to that?
She says, why? And he goes, that way madness lies. And I think that is a perfect description for life. You ask why, and you just get into all of the whys and the logic of everything, not even realize how deep you're going to go into it.
Man, that was deep, man. Why are you preaching, man? Why are you preaching on this podcast? It's the alcohol, folks. It's the alcohol. So we're going to move on to a portion of our show that we like to call the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'd whistle, but we're going to put that song in right there. Thank you. Alec coming in clutch, ladies and gentlemen. How about another round of applause for our buddy Alec? Isn't he wonderful? Yeah, Alec did that lovely intro at the beginning of the film. So it was wonderful. But yeah, let's move on to the good, the bad, and the ugly. What you got, Daniel?
All right, so first we're going to tackle cinematography. I really enjoyed the specific shots that they used to dedicate toward locations, the fight scenes. I mean, these fight scenes were purposeful, they were enthusiastic, they were absolutely stunning in the way that they portrayed these characters in these scenes, in these high action, speedy scenes.
Yeah, everything had purpose, you know, and shout out to the stunt team, man. They put in their work.
Yeah.
I appreciated the fact that Gina was looking out for the women. I got to give it to her. She definitely did a great job representing for the women. And I really loved. Okay, spoiler. I really
Oh,
loved.
we're doing that this early?
Well, no. I mean, it was in the trailer, so I mean, it's fair game. But the fight scene that happened between Charlize's character and Kiki's character, Nal and Andy, it was kind of like showing off each other's skill sets as far as combat is concerned. Mm-hmm. And even Charlize's character was like, "Wow, I'm impressed. Not bad, but you're not there yet."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was really cool. Yeah. All right, let's talk about the bad. Was there anything bad?
I honestly don't have much bad to say about this movie. I keep saying it, but I enjoyed it. I was excited to watch it when it came out yesterday on Netflix, and shout out to Netflix because I think you knocked it out of the park.
Okay, I got something bad. Okay, and I'm gonna be picky. Okay, I'm gonna be picky. So the antagonist, I believe his character's name, Merrick, which is played by the dude from what's the movie? He was on Harry Potter, right? In Harry Potter?
No, he was in Doctor Strange.
Really?
Really.
Okay, sorry. I don't do BBC movies and TV shows like that.
You got something against BBC?
I've never seen Doctor Strange.
Well, kudos to you.
I'm sorry. That's just me. Come at me, bro. Anywho, but no, his character was very similar to another character from the movie Ghostbusters 2, the Doctor character in that. And I don't know, for me it was such a turnoff because he was kind of quirky. He was that quirky scientist stereotype.
Basically the same guy that was Dudley in Harry Potter is the antagonist in this movie, and he lost a lot of weight.
Well, didn't I say he was in Harry Potter?
No, you mentioned Harry Potter. You didn't say that.
Cut! He said Potter.
Thank you. And this is why we keep Alec. This is going to a great start, folks. Sorry about that.
Maybe Raph should have been drinking.
Well, I'm not drinking what you drinking because whatever you drinking is ridiculous. So it's Cridiculous. Ha! See what we did there? Yeah, there we go. It was Cridiculous. Anyway, but no, I thought the idea of having that quirky evil scientist was overplayed and kind of whack, in my opinion.
I like the way that all of the characters had purpose. We keep using that word purpose. Everything in the movie was purposeful. It goes back to different things at the beginning of the movie that they showed with different things that they explained in timelines, pictures, but everything in the movie tied together, and the actors did a great way of making every single actor seem relevant.
Well, that's what the whole film is about. It's about purpose. The whole point is, you have these group of mercenaries.
That's a good point.
Who are running around doing things, and their main idea. And here's another question for you. I'm gonna get back to that.
Squirrel.
Yeah, legit. At what point does one become immortalized?
What do you mean?
Like, obviously, Niall's character was immortalized. Spoiler alert. When she was in Afghanistan or wherever she was.
So I believe that the world, God, whoever you want to believe has an active role in this, in balance, that the replacement shows up when
in this film though,
the replacement shows up whenever she starts losing faith.
That wasn't the question. My question was, when does somebody become immortal? Does it happen when they first die? So they're immortalized at that age of 18 or whatever age Niall's character, Kiki's character was.
I guess that's never really explained.
I don't know. That's random things that keep me up at night.
That keeps you up at night.
It does.
Okay. All right. So moving on into the writing section, I thought that there were not many moments, if any, that were cheesy, if you will. There was one quote that Booker's character actually said that I really enjoyed it. He says, "That woman has forgotten more ways to kill than an entire army will ever learn."
I thought the writing was great. Like, all the lines had purpose as well. Another thing that stuck out to me was the music score was pretty awesome. Like, there was a scene where I believe they were in Sudan in Africa.
Yeah.
And the music score had like a modern contemporary African feel to it. Like, it was really cool. I would buy the song. Oh, and then I think Miguel might have also been on the music score as well. I need to double check that. Let me know if I'm wrong. If I'm correct, Let me know. If I'm wrong, let me know. Comment below or just hit us up and let us know what's up with that.
Who's Miguel?
You don't know Miguel?
No.
The R&B singer? Adorn? Remember Me. Coco?
Oh, that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that
all right.
song.
Yeah,
Okay.
great song.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, definitely. In a lot of movies, I feel like directors just add songs that they like, that they feel would be appropriate in that way, and it just makes you feel a certain way. Gina did an excellent job of putting songs that immediately made you feel a certain way about that scene. It was perfect raw emotion for every scene. There were, whether it be a lyric or a tone, but I felt like I was there. It was very captivating. Another word I keep using with this movie. So I've thoroughly enjoyed all the music in the movie.
Great. So, all right. So now for the moment of truth, time to decide whether or not if we deem this movie watchable. Now, for those listening, we're going to do a thing at the end of our podcast where we determine whether or not if a film is worthy of receiving this lovely golden trophy that we have here, titled Most Cridiculous Award. It is a lovely statue, wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely, it's a lovely statue.
Lovely is the word. We love the word lovely. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Modeled after the man himself.
Thank you, Alec, wherever you are.
It's ridiculous.
Just over the top ridiculous.
Yep.
So I would give this film a B-.
Okay. Why?
B-. Oh, and I wanted more out of it. Like there's so much more we could explain, but I don't want to spoil why I think it's a B-.
Okay.
But I definitely feel like it's worth watching.
100% agree with it being worth watching. I feel like it was a well-rounded storytelling movie that had a different take on, even you said, immortality.
Right.
If I had to say anything, I would say it gets an A.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I loved it. I got chills at the ending. You better stay for the ending because it's incredible.
Absolutely. They do a fake out. So stick around for the credits. So, do you think this movie is worth receiving the most prestigious award of Most Cridiculous?
If you enjoyed Netflix's Extraction, you will thoroughly enjoy this movie. I believe that it gets it.
Well, folks, I think that's our time. We want to thank you for tuning into our podcast. We've had a lot of fun. Hey, by the way, shout out to all of our military friends. Thank you for your service. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you for your service. Thank you all, everyone in the armed services, for what you do.
Absolutely. Do us a favor. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have a recommendation for a film that you would like to see us review, comment below. We'd love to check it out.
Or if you have a movie that you would like us to not waste our time on, we'd appreciate that too.
Actually, you know what? Send that anyway. Send it anyway because it'd be fun to like dog that film out.
Touche.
Yep. So once again, this is Raph.
And Daniel.
And our good friend Alec, and we want to thank you for watching Cridiculous.
Cheers to you.
Oh, yeah.